Hello my friends and welcome to the stream. We are here tonight streaming some Mythic Plus. Just got out of the raid with the guild. And we've got some guildies coming for some Mythic Plus. We're starting with a Freehold +6. So this should be fun. While we're waiting for summons, I'm just checking what the world quests are right now. Nothing terribly interesting. There's a sword. Yeah, nothing great though. Alright, let's get some summons going. Alright. Here we go, into the Freehold. Alright. Let's go and get a food buff while we're waiting. Welcome to the stream, everybody who's joining. Happy to see you all here. We're doing some Mythic Plus post-raid. Just getting some Mythics in. Starting the week out right. So, we're going to play Arms in these Mythic Pluses. This is the spec that I've been running with. This is the raid spec I've been running with. I've been using Sudden Death in Mythic Plus too. I really like the playstyle, and Arms, especially if you're running with other people who have good AoE, Arms is really strong on single target and on burst AoE, so Sudden Death for that extra proc, a little bit of extra DPS on bosses is really nice. Excuse me. Especially this week, as this is a tyrannical week. So, there's the talents. Freehold, where every mob is free to join the fight. Alright, here we go. Guessing this is going to be easier than it was last week on Fortified. Let's make sure we don't die here. Alright. Solid start. This should be a pretty straightforward run. Might take a while, because we do have bursting to deal with, so we'll want to keep the AoE pulls a little bit lower. And since we're still relatively undergeared for a +6, compared to the gear that drops at least. I'm going to save Blade Storm for the next pack. Welcome everyone who is watching. Thank you for joining on the stream tonight. We just finished up our raid for the night, and we are doing some Mythic Plus. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and burst these guys down. I'll preemptively pop it out by the sword so that I don't die by the sword. Some executes on these mobs. Alright. Clean so far. 3 pulls in, you know. Pulling these guys down, so we'll follow the tank here. And we'll have Blade Storm soon. We'll see. I think I'm going to hold off for it. Should be able to finish off these mobs with it. And here it goes. Ooh. Nice. That's a lot of bursting. Alright, we're good. Drop the stacks off. Leap over these. Hopefully we can avoid pulling that second pack there. Let's get some cleave up. How is everyone doing tonight? How are all you guys liking Battle for Azeroth so far? Certainly been a controversial expansion, if you look at the community. Not gonna sugarcoat that. I've been enjoying it so far, though. I've been enjoying pretty much everything. Bugs aside, obviously. And we got some ads. That's okay. It's okay, because we can do this. Blade Storm and pull threat on all of them. It's alright, we got a good tank. We're good. We're good. Welcome everybody who's joining us on the stream tonight. Thank you for joining. Feel free to drop any questions you might have, any comments, suggestions in the chat. I'll respond to them as we can. Might be a little slow on responses because we are doing a timed run here. This is a freehold +6. I'll bring up my talents in case anyone wants to see them while we're moving toward the boss. One more pack to pull here. And we'll have Blade Storm in 12 seconds. It's fine, I got Blade Storm. Nice. Stun this dog, make sure it doesn't kill our tank. Dogs in here are pretty nasty. They have that, have the enrage debuff. Buff, I guess. We do have a hunter who's on top of it, so shouldn't be too dangerous. I love that shoulder toss these mobs do. It's so funny seeing your tank just fly across the room. Funny when you're tanking too. Alright. First boss, here we go. This will be the first tyrannical boss that I've done in BFA so far, so let's see. Don't imagine it'll be too hard. Sky Captain. And Blade Storm. Beware. Yeah, it's not going to be too bad. Council might be interesting here. Does anyone know what boss we get off for the council this week? I haven't done any dungeons yet, actually. Did the raid and then hopped straight into Mythic Plus. Interrupt that. Beware. Now let's drink that.
Beware. Beware.
Oof, that Azurite shot is painful. Interrupt that.
Beware. Beware.
Alright.
Beware.
Yo.
Beware.
Really?
Beware.
Alright. Blade Storm up. Test of might.
Beware. Beware.
So many executes.
Beware.
Ooh, that hurts.
Beware.
Alright. There goes the bird, charging our healer. 2 minutes and 12 seconds, not bad. Not bad. Welcome, one and all, everyone who's joining us in the stream tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're doing some Mythic Plus. Getting in the first runs of the week. Starting with a Freehold +6. Group that I run with worked up to a +7 last week. So we're kind of picking up where Keys started us. There's also the weekly for Mythic Dungeons. So if you complete 4, you get a heroic raid level chest. There we go. Don't know why it wasn't letting me mount there. Onward. Onward and upward. Alright. Going the rats first. Sorry. We were fine. Rooted.
If we get into that party, you can cut off all the heads from this Hydra in one fell swoop. Not even fish built.
Alright, let's Blade Storm these guys. I love Blade Storm. One of the most satisfying abilities to use, I think. Not the best. Let's get up die by the sword. I got aggro here. It's not skittish yet, right? Skittish is at 7 this week, I believe. Still, that Warbreaker into Blade Storm does pull aggro like nothing else. Let's cleave the executes here. Cleave one execute, I guess. Excuse me. Ooh, we're gonna die here. Alright, release and run back. I'm running back. Oh, I should not have run back. It's a die in glory. Can I kill the Oarsman? Ah, I got him. Just barely. Let's release again. So we have to drink with a bunch of these guys to make sure that we don't have to fight 3 bosses, which I imagine would be very rough on Tyrannical. Just got these 2 then. Somehow missed them with, missed the second one with Lord of War. Or, not Lord of War. Warbreaker, that's the one. Alright, let's get back into our groove here. Stun this guy. Let's run him back to the tank. And we'll Blade Storm these. Actually keeps him executes this time. There we go. Drink with him. Stun the captain, or the, not the captain, the Cutwater Duelist. Captain Duelist wouldn't make any sense. It's a pirate that only duels his captain. Finish the oarsman. Did we get? Yeah, we got that guy. There we go. Blade Storm. Well, let's pop that sword here. I don't want to die. Right. Making decent progress in here. Interrupt that. I think this one should get us our pirate hats. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Alright. Yep, we got our hats. We're good. Alright, here we go. Let's kill all the rats. 4 stacks of bursting. No big deal, right? Did they nerf how much damage bursting does? I feel like they did. It feels like they did tune it down a bit. Because 4 stacks in Legion was That was a lot. Here, we got 4 stacks on the whole group, and that kind of tickled. %, every 1 second. Maybe just have diminishing returns. Maybe not. Alright, here we go. Hey Horm, what's up, man? Andra, can Arms Warriors have same self-healing in PvP with Azurite gear?
Beware.
I'm not sure if there's any. I haven't looked at the PvP traits for arms, so I'm not sure if any of those have an impact. But other than that, I think it's just the defensive traits that would give self-healing. Ooh, this is hurting. This is hurting. Let's get rallying cry. I keep wanting to call that commanding shout.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Ow, that hurts.
Beware.
Thought I was standing outside of that. Yeah, so arms, I mean, you can get some really good self-healing if you play Second Wind and play it really well. But that's, it really relies on you CCing really well or being able to run away. Because you'll get, if you don't take damage for 5 seconds, you'll start healing at like 5% of your health every 1 second.
Beware.
But it does take a lot of, just Blade Storm to get this boss down. Ooh, let's not stand in the barrel smash. But it does require you to not take damage, and then as soon as you do take damage, it'll stop healing you. And that's competing against defensive stance and whatever the leap talent is called.
Run away, little girl.
It's okay, I had to die by the sword, we're fine. That was almost bad. Disaster averted.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
There we go. Onto the Ring of Booty. Doing pretty good on the timer so far. We're gonna boldly try to skip the trash. I feel like almost every time we've tried this, we end up pulling stuff from down below anyway. Somehow, looks like we're gonna make it. Nice. Alright. Successful skip. Let's get some cleaves. Execute cleaves. Hey Evan, what's up, man? You're remaining Fury and you saw my arms video. Now you're doing really well. Keep it the vids. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I've been haven't had a lot of time to do videos lately. So obviously it's a lot of playtime with the new expansion out, and then I got sick, and then my kids got sick. So, been very busy and haven't had really any time to do voiceover recording. But we're here streaming tonight. Hopefully we can get back into a groove of doing that more regularly and get some more videos out as well. Ooh, this is going to be a wipe. Yeah, we'll just die here. Hopefully we can make it through again without pulling anything. A second wipe to the trash there would be very, very bad for our chances of meeting the timer. We got a 380 weapon and 385 Vectis trinket. Nice. Yeah, I've got a 355 weapon right now, so just sitting with that. Looks like our tank got stuck here. I did get 370 bracers from the weekly chest, and then let's not die here. Well, let's not die here. Alright, got this pack down. We'll go and cleave these. Get a little bit more rage. We'll have Warbreaker in a couple seconds here. Warbreaker into Blade Storm. I'll finish this pack off nicely. Alright, there we go. On that guy. And we just met the trash requirement. Haven't even pulled the third boss yet. Did have a couple of extra pulls, but not that much. Skipped a whole lot. Seems like a few of these dungeons, there's just so much extra trash. And then there's others. I don't know if any of you guys have done Waycrest Manor on Mythic Plus yet. Oh, man. The first time we did that, we had to go out of our way. Like, we got to the second to last boss, killed it, and realized we were only at, like, 70% on the trash. That was annoying. So then we had to go all the way back up to the top of the manor, go through like parts of the route that weren't even unlocked for us, and pull extra trash. But that's that. They did tune that a little bit afterwards, so it's not quite as annoying now. Overall, I've been liking Mythic Plus a lot though so far this expansion. We're only 1 week into it, so who knows how we'll feel in a year. We're still doing the same dungeons, but... Alright, the pig's going to come down in 10 seconds here. One trick, if you guys haven't... I'm sure a lot of people know about it now, but if you spam click right around the skeleton, you can get the pig almost instantly. Come here, piggy. Got him. Now, we flip the table while we're holding the pig. Alright. So the turtle... I think the turtle is considered trash, so I think he doesn't get tyrannical. Because it would be included in the Challenger's Might debuff. We'll see. Got an XQ proc. Yeah. All right. Sharks are probably going to hurt a lot.
Because their next challenger is the epitome of brutality. A champion that sleeps with the fishes. Literally.
10 minutes left on the flask. I'll leave it up for now.
Of the jagged jawbone jab. The powerful pugilist predator. Trothak the shark puncher.
We'll pre-pot this guy. Take advantage of the one Testamite trait that I currently have. And go ahead, Blade Storm.
Run away, little girl.
Get out of the Shark Tornado. And I got a shark on me. Got a nice string of blood to pull him through here.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Stay away from that. Oh, I shouldn't have charged back into it.
Run away, little girl.
Oh, this might be a wipe. So we can cleave some executes onto the boss.
Run away, little girl.
Yeah, it's gonna be a wipe. I'll stand in here to wipe it faster. That's probably gonna mean we don't hit the timer. That's a bummer. We got ads. Looks like it's just one group though. Cleave them. Well, that's too bad. We'll still complete it, of course. There we go. Let's mount up. I think bursting interrupts your mounts. Is it doing damage? Nope. Alright. Dump some rage. Get a big old Testamite buff. And Blade Storm. I'll have to make a weak ward to track Test of Might.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Run away, little girl. Run away.
Try to make sure we don't pick up the shark in melee. Almost did. Boss picked him back up. Having that second shark just sitting there is a little bit distracting.
Run away, little girl.
And there goes the other. Alright. This guy on Tyrannical. Those sharks hit hard. Bite very hard. Try to make sure we don't pull anything up here. Great success. One thing you can do is try to position yourself close to the blood pools so that you don't have to look for one when it starts chasing you. Alright. Here we go. I believe, team. I believe we can do this. Alright, let's get this Blade Storm up.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Oh my. Wow, that shark just doesn't care, does he? What is what is going on? What is that shark doing? That one shark is like actually swimming.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Let's get a rallying cry up. Oi. Taking a lot of damage here. Let's pop a health stone.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
That Blade Storm right on the edge. Get some DPS into him. Execute. Here we go.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
So we've got a hammerhead shark who's just part of the environment now, apparently. The sawtooth shark is just swimming around, not doing damage to anyone. The hammerhead is actually pretty dangerous, though. Yep. Stand right on top of him, you're not taking any damage. He just swims back to the boss.
Run away.
Get a heroic throw in there. 500 damage. Nice. Got him down. That was harder than it needed to be. But we got him down. And Harlan Sweet is typically quite a bit easier than any of the other bosses in here, so I think we'll be good to go. Alright, let's just kill these harpooners then. No real rush since we already missed the timer. Watch out for the Eden. Things are Eden crazy here.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Alright, get this guy down. We'll be on to the trash before the boss.
Run away, little girl.
There we go. Whoever just subscribed, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It says anonymous, so I think you don't have your subscriptions announced, which is totally fine. But I appreciate the sub anyway. Thank you for your kind support of the channel. Alright. Let's execute these guys down. Don't need a blade storm on these. They're already pretty much dead. Is ARMS doing pretty good right now in terms of DPS? Yes, ARMS is doing quite well right now. It was doing better on launch. It's been slightly nerfed, but overall it's very solid DPS. Depending on Azurite traits, but I think that's kind of true of all the good specs. But ARMS has quite a few good ones, so you're not like, you know, reliant on only getting one or two. Yeah, ARMS has very strong single target, especially if you have any fight with a prolonged or prolonged execute phase, or regular 2 to 3 target cleave, or any sort of burst AoE. The only area where ARMS kind of lags is in sustained multi-target AoE, but if you're in that kind of fight, which is relatively rare, you can take cleave on the talent tree, and that'll give you pretty decent sustained AoE, especially if you hit more than 3 targets, because then you get your mastery, or 3 or more targets, not more than 3, because you get your mastery, deep wounds applied to them, and that bleed is really strong. But yeah, if you need AoE burst, you can do something like this. I mean, you can see I'm doing almost 20k just on 3 targets. And then for cleave, you can just pop sweeping strikes, get lots of extra damage out there. And then obviously execute is really strong. And if you take what's that? Massacre, you can use it on targets below 35% health, which makes it that much stronger. So ARMS has a lot of strengths right now. We'll see how it ends up scaling throughout the expansion. It's generally not as dependent on secondary stats for scaling as Fury or other DPS specs are. So, historically at least, it has had scaling problems compared to other specs. But with the way that scaling of secondary stats in general is very nerfed in Legion gearing, or not Legion, in BFA gearing, you know, it won't nerf that. ARMS may end up being strong for longer than normal. Make sure we don't die here. cleave some executes. Ow, that hurt. Alright. Well, we cleared pretty much everything here, so we can just run straight through. Alright, we'll kill the dogs first this time. Yeah, Arms is doing solid in pretty much everything right now. Fury is, I think, a little bit more fun, but having played a lot of Arms so far, I'm not disappointed with it in the least. I actually enjoy it more than I ever have before in WoW. Alright. Well, that AoE knockback these mobs do. And grab the AoE. I know a lot of people have been hating on Prot so far, but actually the tanking I've done, and you know, it's been mostly regular mythics and a couple of mythic pluses, a couple of low mythic pluses. I feel like Prot is good. It's not the strongest tank, but it's certainly a viable tank.
Beware. Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Make sure we're not standing in the fire he leaves behind you here. And let's try to cleave the ads down.
Beware.
Out of that fire, which surprisingly doesn't hurt as much as I thought it would on Tyrannical. How much damage do they get on Tyrannical? It's like an extra... It's 56% total. I don't remember what it was on the trash.
Beware.
It's a decent amount. It's more the health that's the big diff. This is a long fight on Tyrannical. For a slimy little cretin, this guy has a lot of health.
Run away, little girl.
Let's run right along the fire here, try and maximize the space we have available. And it despawns as soon as I finish. Nice. Oh, he knocked back my charge. I didn't know you could do that.
Run away, little girl.
Well, we'll be next at your range soon. Let's use a potion here. Why not? I'm an alchemist. I can make lots of them.
Run away, little girl.
Try to find a safe path to get to the boss here. before my potion runs out in the execute phase. That'd be great.
Run away, little girl.
More rage. There we go. Alright, we're not going to use the bonus roll here. Let's see what's in the chest. Alright. People got some upgrades, I hope. Alright, let's see what other keys we've got in the group here. So I've got a motherlode key. We'll see if the group is staying together, if we need to refill. While we are in transition here, I want to give a big thank you to all of you who are joining us on the stream so far. Finished up our first Mythic Plus of the evening. If you have any questions, if there's anything you wanna see, any recommendations you have, feel free to drop them in the chat. We've got some time to talk a little bit now. I've got my 6 motherlode key. Trying to figure out where we're going to go next. I got some missions to turn in. A mission to turn in. Let's get another one started. Alright, we're either going to do a regular mythic or go to a Tol Dagor +2, it looks like. Brad, you're only 112. What exactly am I doing? I'm doing some Mythic Plus dungeons tonight. So when you get to 120, you can do Heroic dungeons and Mythic dungeons. If you do a Mythic dungeon, you'll get a keystone that allows you to do a timed version of the dungeon that it's attuned for. So, for example, the one that I have this week is right now a Motherlode 6 keystone, and it'll do a couple of things, like there's affixes, tyrannical, and bursting on this one. And it'll give you a timer, and if you complete it in time, it'll go up a level. If you don't complete it in time, it'll go down a level. As long as you complete it, you get loot from the end of the run. So it's a good way to gear up. I think we're gonna go do a normal mythic Temple of Sethralus, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on the boat there. Do I have a link to my weak auras? I do. Let me grab it real quick. Profile. All right. I will link this in the chat. So if you go to my wago.io profile, it has links to my Prot, Fury, and Arms weak auras, as well as my LVUI export. I think we just want to run straight to this one. I don't think that flight point is much closer. Oh, the world boss is here. Go to the world boss and get gold. Yeah, Brad, no problem. Hey, villain, no problem. I know there's a ton of weak ores out there. I wasn't really super satisfied with any of the ones that I could find, and I wanted to make my own weak ores, at least for my main class, which is warrior. So I made them during the pre-patch, and they've kind of held up. I think there are some tweaks that I'm going to make to them soon. I'd like to get some of the Azerite traits tracking on there. Just haven't gotten around to that yet. And then I also have some for my rogue, but those aren't. I don't think I've posted those yet. And then for other classes I've been playing, I've just been finding other people's weak auras because it does take a decent amount of time to set them all up. I don't know where I'm going here. Probably going to go up. Let's zoom in on the map. Oh yeah, I'm going to go up here. Oh, here we go. I did not choose the best route to get to Temple of Sethrulus. I have been here before. As long as we don't get dismounted. Knock on wood. It should be a fine one to run. Alright, so I believe we're just doing a regular mythic in here. So we should tear through this. We'll summon you. Alright, let's get the summons going. Sorry, clicking it now. All right. Just streaming on YouTube tonight. Well, you're only 308, but it's also only a regular mythic, so it'll be fine. And you did good DPS in the plus, so. Jeff, how's it going, man? Just watching, you did this mythic +4 today, and you hate it. Yeah, I don't know. This is not my least favorite dungeon in here. This is not my least favorite dungeon so far, but it's not the best. I'll give you that one. The mazes are, well, they're not quite amazing. It's kind of funny going from a 6 to a 0. Stuff just melts. I got some. Trade some water to our healer. Lightning Frogger. I don't know. As a warrior, I actually really like the lightning frogger part because I can just leap over and then slash dance and turn around and watch everyone else struggle to get through it. It's especially fun when people are in for the first time. Alright, we'll blade storm this back. And we'll pop that bad sword. Florian work. How much tempo do I have? What do you mean by tempo? Am I walking into a joke here? It's fine if I am. Arms is so slow, can't swap out of Fury. Yeah, it's definitely got more lulls than Fury. It has empty GCDs by design, but I don't mind it so much because it doesn't. This is all subjective. Like, let's make that clear, right? This is all subjective. I don't feel like I'm waiting around for buttons to press. I feel like I'm managing my resource. It's kind of the same way that I enjoy playing Assassination Rogue, even though there's a good amount of downtime in the spec. But it feels like you're doing something intelligent with your resource that I like. And I know that doesn't appeal to everyone. I mean, I prefer Fury, having just the, go ham and have something to do every global cooldown. I prefer that playstyle. But I do appreciate Arms for what it is, and when it's stronger, I'm going to play it. Probably means haste. Oh, haste, yeah. No problem. I've got 18% haste. So, it's my highest stat by a good bit. I think I have it on everything except my weapon, and then the Dark Moon card. My other trinket is a haste proc, so... Obviously don't have it on the Azerite gear, but every gear that can have haste pretty much has haste. Just like the speed of Fury. Yeah, I like it too. Fury is my favorite spec in the game right now, but Arms is so much stronger. I can't bring myself to play Fury in any like really meaningful content. Oh, I should not have used sweeping strikes on these guys. To stand in max melee range from this guy. I'm gonna die. Let's health zone.
Beware. Beware.
They switched yet? Yeah, they switched.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Let's run out of that.
Beware.
14% haste and arms feel slow. I mean, it does just kind of feel slow at a lot of different gear levels. That's just part of the deal.
Beware.
Big Beauty Bee. Thank you for the sub, man.
Beware.
Appreciate it. I am a... Wow, that was stupid. Attacked straight into the lightning shield. A well-deserved death.
Run away, little girl. Beware.
Let's make sure we're not going to die with that B-res. Ooh, that dash.
Beware.
Wait, really? I got bonus loot from... We're not going to use that anyway. That's funny. Sit back and finish my drink while the tank and healer finish the boss. Your heals, holy priest, DPS warriors, and rogues are always getting too much aggro. Yeah. Our guild healers complain at me a lot. Tell me to stop tanking. Rogues don't really have any excuse, though. If you're a rogue and you're not using tricks before you go ham, like, for shame. For shame. I guess, could I have used 2 bonus rolls on this boss? I'm not going to. Save those for raid, but... Alright, we'll wait for the res here. I'm just surprised that my corpse is not defiled. Ooh, a staff, nice.
Wonderful.
Let's kill this guy before we run through the swirly maze. I'm glad they made this part a little bit more reasonable. It was kind of funny the first week when it was like the swirlies appeared and you got hit before you had time to finish running through them. But it's nice when you can actually, you know, perform the mechanic. Went from 0-3 seals today. I was hoping for the trinket. Had 1 left from last week. The World Boss trinket? Yeah. I don't remember what I used mine on. I think I used mine on a couple of raid bosses last week. I used one on the Warfront boss, actually, and got double gold. That was sad. Ah, that neurotoxin. It gets me every single time I'm in here. Probably get me again before we're done. And they're done. Once again, a big thank you to everyone who is joining us tonight. Happy to see so many people in here. Feel free to participate in the chat or just lurk. Whatever floats your boat. Did I face pull that? I think I face pulled that. In case anyone wants to see them, I'll bring up the talents I'm running for this. Get that question fairly often when I'm streaming. Running Sudden Death for the Execute proc, Stormbolt for the stun. Nice to have that little bit of utility in dungeons. Massacre for bosses and for mobs because Execute is fun and strong. I have Second Wind. That's left over because I was questing and I haven't bothered to change my talents yet. Bounding Stride is probably a little bit better. Actually, let's go ahead and switch to that. And I'm in combat. Alright. Today's wasted tome. I may have wasted a tome. Alright, we gotta meld this trash so I can actually change my talent. Anyway, I'll switch to Bounding Stride. Defensive stance is also good, especially on progression if you know there's... get out of the AoE. If you know there's damage that you want to reduce. You can use it reactively or predictively, even better. I like Warbreaker on this tier. Cleave is going to be strong for sustained multi-target AoE encounters, but Warbreaker is still really good, and having that burst on multiple targets, especially for dungeons, and then, you know, almost anytime there's an ad in a raid, it needs to die quickly, so having that AoE burst is really, really nice. In for the kill for the haste after Warbreaker, and then anger management. All those three really go together very, very well. So those are the talents I run with most of the time. My Azerite traits, I have, that's not where they are. So I have Lord of War in my helm, I have Lord of War in my shoulders, and I have Test of Might on my chest. I know Test of Might is better for single target, but Lord of War is pretty close, and Lord of War is pretty far ahead on multi-target, so that's kind of what I'm running with. I do have multiple sets, but I'm playing all three specs to some degree right now. So I'm using a set for Prot and then a set for Fury, and then haven't really found better traits for arms from the gear on top of that I've got. So, and plus, since we're all at 340s right now, I'm not too concerned with re-rolling everything every time I get a new piece. So we can cleave these guys down. So those are the Azerite traits I'm using. What are my thoughts on the arms nerfs? The PvP ones if there were PvE ones that went out, I haven't seen them yet. I know there were a lot on PvP. I haven't done a ton of PvP yet this expansion. I did a lot in the end of Legion and a lot in the pre-patch. But I felt like arms was in a very, very strong place to begin with. So I haven't really done any post-nerf either. There's certainly stronger specs than where arms was. Yeah, I feel like I haven't done enough PvP to like really give fair commentary on them. I don't think they seemed excessive from reading the tooltips, but again, I haven't played too much PvP with them, so is it still possible to have self-heal with arms? Problem when you PvP or PvE without healer? You're going to be dependent on a healer in anything you do as arms. That's just part of the role, part of what you're getting yourself into. Oh, let's break these. Nice. Got out of them. Oh. Great Blade Storm, Thor. Great Blade Storm. Yeah, arms is very healer dependent. One of the more healer dependent specs in the game, I think. And that's okay. You know, not every spec needs great self-heals. Fury has great self-heals. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Double V, thank you for the sub. Sorry if I'm missing any of the alerts. Trying to pay some amount of attention to the dungeon here, so we're not got disoriented. That catches me off guard every time. There we go. Back on the boss. And turn away. There we go. We'll do the mechanics this time. You know, I will say this about arms, though. So, arms is very dependent on a healer, but if you have a good healer, you can do some really, really nice things as arms. So if you have friends that play healers and they're willing to do PvP with you, like you're gonna have a good time as arms. That's the breath, not the blind.
Beware.
And turn away. Alright. See more dead arms in PvE than other classes in raids. Yeah. I think a lot of warriors tend to be a little reckless with their AoE threat too. I know I do. I know I do. I mean, when you can AoE Colossus Smash and then Blade Storm, like, you're not going to not do that, right?
Beware. Beware.
And here we go. Best part of being a warrior. Ready? Whee! Slash dance. Probably get swap blasted back into the middle of it, but I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I thought it was really easy. If we get one more person through, we can summon. Someone else click and we can summon. Alright, here we go. Back into the action.
Beware. Beware. Beware.
Jeff, hate the part with these light gates. You're holding up your group today. Yeah. I just love that you can totally cheat it as a warrior. I did this place on my druid for the first time the other day, and yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. Because I've never had to run through it on my warrior, really. You can cheat it a little bit as a druid just because you can hop in cat form and then you're faster, but I feel like that thing could be a little more forgiving. I can imagine if you're in a Mythic Plus and someone's like taking 2 or 3 minutes to do it, that'd be really frustrating. We're just in a normal Mythic here working on the weekly. And let's Blade Storm these guys. So that's an overall, isn't it? Oh, just a segment. Alright. I think the boss... There we go. And smash. I got this one. I'll grab this one, Soul. Oh, I don't need 12 stacks. 12's a lot. 15's a lot. Sorry, I had 15. I have to move out of that one.
Beware.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. 20 stacks. Keep spawning right behind me when my stacks are about to fall off. There we go. I can get one now if another one spawns on this side. We'll grab this one. Oh, looks like Lancer got it. There we go. More golden azurite.
Must you pick at every corpse for treasure? Sephiroth is our true.
Tried to pull someone through the lightning with Leap of Faith. Did it just bounce them right back out? Alright. Oh. Alright, let's try to run through this one. Oh. Didn't see that one until it was through the wall. Alright. Yeah, that one is admittedly much easier. And we can leap over now.
The eyes of Sephiroth have been removed. Recover the
Oh, I thought this guy was
jewels and place them
stunnable.
back into their
Guess not.
sockets so we can pass.
Apparently I was standing in two swirlies there. Totally got globaled. Yeah, I was standing in two swirlies, so that was like 80k damage in one hit. We'll save Leap for when we get to this maze again. No need to hold up group. Ooh, I'm going to need a repair soon. My helm is at 8%. Alright, here we go. And Leap. There we go. Thank you for the hammer. Those you warriors, this is another place you can really make good use of it's another place you can make really good use of Leap. You can grab the orb and then leap toward the Oh, come on. Orb Guardian spawned right on top of me. Come on. Come on. Come on. So slow. There we go. How many orbs do we have over here? I don't know what's going on with those. Bugs for Azeroth. Let's clear this trash out. On to the Healy boss. I don't get what the Orb Guardian's mad about though, because we put the orbs back, but they still have 2 that are not in there, right? Maybe they're counterfeits, and that's why he's upset about it. Last boss, you seem to always be out of mana, especially on plus. Yeah, it's a super intensive fight. I know. I haven't actually healed this one yet. My druid has been playing a lot of resto, but I haven't done this one yet on my druid. It's definitely unforgiving on mana. There's a lot of healing that has to be done, even outside of the healing the boss phase. And then the toads, the plague toads are something else. I don't think they actually drain your mana, but they make it so that you do like very little healing, and then you get behind, and you have to do more healing. Let's cleave these down. Nice, we got a green. A couple of us got greens. Almost the exact same item. That is weird.
The hex is shattered, but the temple's defenses have awakened.
Alright. And Warbreaker Bladestorm. Alright.
Beware.
Let's get these toads. Oh, they got the healer. Guardian's over there. I'm going to finish off this Hexer first. Real quick. And then we'll leap over in Bladestorm. Bladestorm while leaping. I don't think I've ever tried to do that before. It's kind of fun.
Beware.
Let's take out these toads.
Beware.
And disoriented. I don't think I have any band-aids.
Beware.
Alright. Finish off the Guardian.
Beware.
Ooh, Hex. This is gonna hurt. Got hexed in the swirlies. That hurt. Hopefully we don't wipe.
Beware.
Why do we have low DPS? We got a couple of undergeared people in here just trying to help some people gear up. This fight, the DPS is going to look low because there's a lot of downtime. Well, while we were waiting for the group to finish off the boss, thank you all for joining us on the stream tonight. See a lot of people watching. Very happy to see that. Is my team getting mad? No, they're not getting mad. I got hexed into the swirlies. Not much you can do about that.
Beware.
Just gonna draw the fight out a little bit, but that's fine.
I hold dominion over all.
What level mythic? This is actually a mythic 0. It's not a plus. So we started with a freehold 6, and then one person just needed one more mythic for the weekly quest, so we decided to do a regular mythic just to get it done. I think over half of our keys were for Siege of Borealis, and one of the people who got in group didn't have it unlocked yet. Mikey's a Motherload 6, which I'm actually looking forward to, but we'll see. We'll get that one later in the week. Alright, there we go.
Storm has broken, and I am myself again.
And I'm on fire.
You.
I'm surprised I'm only on fire. Alright, let's see here. Chest. Does this have any nice traits? Ooh. Thunderous Blast. I know that's best for Fury. By a long shot. Alright, we're going to hold on to that one. We'll sim that one for arms later as well. Always go Thunderous. It's great for almost every spec. I think, let me go ahead and check the charts. I think it's not quite the strongest for arms. I could be wrong about that. It's second on single target, ahead of Lord of War, right behind Test of Might. And it is actually quite a bit down the list on multi-target. I know it's top on Fury for both, I think. So that might end up being my Fury chest. Although, actually, I have Test of Might. What's the middle trait? Globules, Blood Siphon. Yeah, that's not... I already have Azerite Globules. Don't think Blood Siphon's very good. That'll definitely at least be a Fury chest. Alright. Thank you everyone who joined us on the stream tonight. That's going to do it for the stream for tonight. Probably going to stream again tomorrow. Get some more Mythic Plus in there. Get some more Mythic Dungeons in, since that is the weekly quest. But I'm going to have to call it for the night because I do have to get to work relatively early in the morning. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Take care of yourselves, and peace.